It's Go Coach T Flow.
And it's your boy, Sean the Pod Don.
And welcome to another episode of Bro vs. Bro podcast. What up, bro?
It's not all good, man. It's not all good. Terrible day, man.
Hey, no, it ain't, man. Hey, after the darkness night always comes a brighter day. I mean, if you're a Georgia fan, you know, it was bright for us last night. But
y'all should know, though. Y'all should know. You're right. I can take that advice from you.
What you mean you take that advice from me? What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, y'all should know, because y'all don't have some dark nights.
Yeah.
Now it's a brighter day. Yeah.
But that's shit old, man. The old stuff don't matter. What we talking about now? We talking about right here.
I'm just saying
right
you're speaking from experience. You're speaking from experience. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm trying to give you some advice that, you know, things could be Memphis bleak looking bad, but, you know, you can always climb up out of the darkness. Huh? You know, it's roll tide. What's going on, man? We are remote again. We gonna come back to the studio, man. You don't miss the studio?
I miss the man. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it is, man. Sunday, man. I got my tickets going, man. I got the goddamn. Know what I'm saying? I can't change. Every time I come to the studio, I lose over there, man. I got to stay over here. You know what I'm saying? It's superstition. You know what I'm saying?
You lost yesterday. You weren't at the studio.
Hey, man, goddamn, man, you telling my business, man. You know what I'm talking about? I lost like hell yesterday.
Man, what's going down today, man? We we're gonna be talking about, of course, the Bulldogs lost. The Roll Tide slaughter in Death Valley.
Definitely was.
Coach Slime time and the Colorado Buffs.
No. Coach Prime. Ain't no slime time. You're gonna be respectful today on this here network. Coach Prime.
Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffs. And Miami. And of course, we gotta talk about the way Texas they just slaughtered game Florida, man. You know, I don't understand Florida, where all the athletes come from for the Gators and Florida State to suck the way they do. I just don't get it, man. But give us the rundown real quick, man. Shine the pot down with the SEC score run.
Okay. This is the Shine the Pot Down top 25 rundown, right? All right. So we had Oregon put that thing on Maryland, 39-18. We had Ohio State beating Purdue, 45-0.
You got to say the numbers, man. Everybody know the rankings, man. Number 1, Oregon. Number 2.
Number one, Oregon. Took down Maryland, 39-18. Number 2, Ohio State. They beat Purdue, 45-0. Then we had number 3, Georgia, going against the 16-ranked Ole Miss at home in the rain, a freaking blizzard. We lost. We got took down 28-10. We will be talking about that game later. And then we had the number 4, back-to-back, 3 and 4. We had the number 4, Miami Hurricanes, going to the city, Georgia Tech, and they got took down 28-23. Okay, and then we had the number 5, Texas. They got them just took Florida to the woodshed, 49-17. No, man, Molly Walker. And then we had the number 6, Penn State Nittany Lions. They go against Washington. They put that thing on them, 35-6. And then we had Tennessee, y'all, the Volunteers. They took on Mississippi State, another thrashing, 33-14. And then we had the Indiana Hoosiers. I don't know what's going on with them this year. They have number Indiana is goddamn fit is probably. They number 8, man. They number 8. They is undefeated right now. They is 10-0. Did I read that right? Yeah, they 10-0. They took down Michigan, the Big Blue, the defending champs, 20-15. That was a pretty close game. All right, then we had the number 9, BYU. They took down Utah, 22-21, nail biter. Damn, I wish they would have lost that game. But anyway, we got number 10, Notre Dame. They went against the struggling, the damn right, just out of the conversation, Florida State Seminoles, 52-3. 52-3.
Notre Dame beat them folks.
Wow, them folks. All right, and then we had the Roll Tide. Alabama goddamn Crimson Tide. They went into Death Valley and goddamn they brought the light to that thing. They were like, Jesus.
They resurrected
the goddamn Tigers goddamn. They beat them folks 42-13. All right, and then we got the number 12, Boise State. They took on Nevada, Cupcake. I mean, they beat them folks 21 28-21. They barely won. So, I mean, these guys are 3-8. So they should stay at number 12. They shouldn't raise up. No, okay, we're gonna get to that later. Now we ain't gonna even talk about them. I said what I said. All right, and now we're gonna jump to the number 17, Iowa State. They took on Kansas and they lost 45-36. Then we had the number 18, Kansas. Pittsburgh. They went against Virginia. They lost 24-19. All that stuff really don't matter because they behind us anyway. So, okay. And then we had your guys, your team, the team you love to hate. We had Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo finally playing a big game on the road in Texas Tech with a team with a winning record, and they went in there and got down mollywopped them folks. They beat them folks 41-27.
They still was ranked. We'll talk about that later.
I don't give a damn. They ranked it out. They are 6-4. They got they are winning.
You just said we were talking about the other teams before.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it later. We're gonna talk about it. All right, and then we got number 21, Washington State. They beat Utah State 49-28. Beat that thing. Then we had number 23, Clemson Tigers. They went to Virginia Tech, which is not an easy feat. They beat them folks 24-14. And last but not least, we had number 24, Missouri. They beat Oklahoma, which they was favorite to lose too, by the way. They beat them folks 30-23. And last but not least, we had number 25, Army, beating North Texas 14-3.
So
that
Army,
is your top 25 rundown.
All right. Way to run through it, man. When you got your swag on,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Yeah. So there was some good score. A couple of upsets. Of course, in the top 10, but also on the back end, it's like it was a couple of the people on the back end lost too. So it's gonna be one of those things, guys, that it's going down to the wire. I already saw the new rankings, the new standards. I can't wait to talk about them. As you can tell, let me put that thing out there. Road Tide. Shout out to my boy Carlos. Los gave me this shirt right here. It fits real good. Dapper Dan on the coach. Yeah, y'all see the coach now. The coach built. Run up on coach if y'all want to.
That's it, guys.
But yeah, guys. We had most definitely had our first conversation for today. Is the disappointing loss?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. He back. Guess he has to do something.
Had old DoorDash, man.
DoorDash. Oh, okay. What you got over there, man?
Hey, man, I got some old steaks, you know what I mean? Some old steak.
Okay. Yeah, man, I'm going to Mama, man. Mama, she putting her foot in the oven today. So,
I always find out about the Mama cooking too late, man.
You always find out around this time. We be on live.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you scoot back a little bit. You get your head cut off again. You always cut your head off, man. There you go, man. Get like
I want folks to see me, man. I'm in all the.
Hey, man, don't cut it. As long as you don't cut over your eye. You want to get like this, man. You would get like that.
Yeah, I gotta get
we gotta talk about your boys, man. And folks be getting so mad, man.
Do we got to?
Yeah, we gotta talk about it. We talk about that first. We gotta talk about that first. And look, I'm playing DJ today, man. I'm playing DJ today. So I got a song I want to play for you. I know
for me. And man, you gotta start letting me know, man. You do putting these different goddamn segments and you know what I'm talking about.
I want to make you feel better, man.
What you got?
Hold on, let me put it up. It'll make you feel better, bro, boss.
Okay.
You know, I know how it is sometimes.
We ain't playing no songs when y'all off the vanity.
Hey. The fans out there. You're going back home on that midnight train to Georgia. Too much for the child. Yeah, man. It's a little something, man. Midnight train to Georgia, man. I went back. It was silent night. Everybody was probably quiet and shit, you know. It's one of those things, bro. We saw this coming, you know. Me and you, we was on beginning of the year.
Right.
We went down the schedule, all the SEC games with our teams. We also went on the Slime Time team. We kind of looked at all the schedules, and we pointed out certain games that we thought that were gonna be those games.
Right.
And I remember we circled this one right here. Lane Kiffin. They called him the transporter king or something like that. He
what they call him.
Yeah, they call him. He got a name like he was one of the ones that embraced it quick. He was the king troller. I mean, one time you seen Nick Saban jet in Jackson, Mississippi at the airport. He was just in the car, or whatever. He's like, what they doing here? And so he's he's a portal coach. And when y'all routed him last year up in Athens, he said that he marked that game then.
I seen that. Ago. And he planned for it. And he planned for it.
And he recruited for it. And he recruited for it. So anytime in the SEC, proven when Vanderbilt beat Alabama, when you go to any team in the SEC's house, and outside of, I guess, the bottom of the barrel now is Mississippi State. But if you go to anybody's house, man, everything has to go right for you to come out that thing with a W. I mean, it's just rough like that now with this portal. Things are getting evened out, man. You know, Lane Kiffin, Lane Kiffin arguably changed college football, especially in the South. All South teams, for the most part, were dominant with the run. He brought that spread in, man. Folks been airing it out lately, and I mean, he wanted revenge, man. And that's where you really get to see two coaches who actually didn't. I don't know if they coached together, but I know both of them are up under Nick Saban's lineage. I don't know if they was there at the same time, but I know both of them coached at Bama.
Probably were there because Kirby was there for a long time. They were probably there together.
Yeah. The fact they was together because Lane had told a story one time about how Nick was fussing at him about doing something. Kirby like, oh, that was for the other coach. I didn't hear that. He kind of shit him like I was a hot coach. I didn't hear that. But yeah, man, y'all went down there and from the onset, man, y'all scored off the rip on a short field. But and the Dart got hurt. I mean, Dart got hurt. We seen the I think his name is Austin something. Austin came in there, the backup. He looked sharp, man. Backup, Austin Simmons. He looked real sharp. He came in there, drove the ball down and put the bun in the oven on the Georgia Bulldogs, man. And you know, I'm not going to just blame it all on Carson Beck. I will say, to me, and I don't know the defensive coordinator for the Rebels, man. They sent some schemes and packages at them. They weren't prepared for it, man. The defense from the Rebels did a great job of, for the most part, shutting down the offense of the Georgia Bulldogs. When I looked at the and you know, we ain't super heavy with analytics over here because we watched the games, and you know, we saw what we saw. Mississippi was in control from the rooter to the tutor, but both quarterbacks, I mean, Dart he threw for 199. Beck threw for 186, so it wasn't a real huge difference. But both of them threw a pick. But I think it was the defense, man, and making big plays. If you add Dart, because you know not Dart. What's the kid name? Simmons. Simmons actually had a higher QBR. He had a 99. Dart had an 89. Carson Beck had a 55. So quarterback play at the quarterback position. He fumbled. I think he fumbled about 3 times, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Defense, man. It was just one of those things, man. And of course, you could say the rain, but it rains on both sidelines. So it rained on the Georgia side just like it rained on the Mississippi side. But it was their time, man. It was their time. I think more so than the players, it was Lane Kiffin's time, man. Lane hasn't had a top 5 win ever. This was his first time winning against a top 5 team in the SEC. And I think just like the Bama loss at Vanderbilt, it's just a sign of new time. These teams are getting better, bro.
Man, are you finished, man? Are you finished?
I'm done.
Okay. You sounded real subtle, real nice, and all this old stuff. We freaking lost, man. We went down there, and them folks got them kicked our ass, man. From, like you said, from the rooter to the tutor, man. And you said you don't want to blame Carson Beck, man. Are you wild? Are you crazy? Are you on mad, man? It is Carson Beck's fault. All of it. The man went 20 for 21, 186. What?
Pull the plug.
Pull the goddamn plug. Now we can't put a plug. We got behind him. We got to stick with him. The man had a QBR. You just said something. You said these folks numbers were similar, but one of them had an 89 QBR, the other one had a 55. That 55. Tells you all you need to know. and we watched the game, man. Beck played like garbage. He couldn't feel the pressure. He wasn't anticipating the pressure. They was goddamn sacking us off of a 4-man rush. A lot of time they weren't even blitzing. They was getting to him, man. That internal clock wasn't going on. And then his passing decision was garbage, man. You kept throwing the ball out to the flat. See, Mississippi State, they was killing us. They was going vertical. They was what's my boy name?
Austin or Dart?
Dart was finding his players in the middle of the field, 15, 20 yards down the field. Beck kept throwing to the side. He's throwing east and west. Them boys going north, man. Them boys got them going to goddamn Harris County. We going to goddamn downtown to goddamn Forest Road, man. That's what we was goddamn doing. So
gotta go up top.
Yeah, we gotta go up top, man. All this tunnel screens and all that bullshit, man. Carson Beck cost us the game, man. The defense, all right, the first quarter, 10-7. Second quarter, they scored 6, we scored 0. That's 2 field goals. Third quarter, they scored 2 field goals, we only scored 1. Fourth quarter, I believe they got, 2 more field goals, we scored nothing. Defense helped them folks to 1 touchdown. All the rest of them shits was field goal. And if they would try down, the last one they scored a touchdown, I believe
they scored a touchdown. They
tried to go for 2, it didn't work. So all the bullshit, them folks scored 2 touchdowns, the rest was field goal. Defense did they goddamn job, man. Offense couldn't do nothing. Like we said, the only touchdown we scored was due to an interception, and we had a short field. Offense was garbage. 59 total rushing yards. That is not Georgia football.
That's not old school Georgia football.
That's not right now winning football. Fuck Georgia. That's not winning football. 33 carries for 59 yards. Man, the offensive line did nothing. We got bullied. Carson Beck, man, come on, man. We watched the game. He was making some bad decisions with that ball.
Well, it wasn't his fault alone. He didn't.
It was his fault. It was his fault. It was his fault.
I think y'all O-line. I think y'all O-line stood up too, man. He was up on a lot of. He was up on the pressure. Like he did a couple of good plays in the pocket.
Hey man,
he made a couple of good plays in the pocket where he put some footwork in there. But
he need to make more. He need to make more.
The ends was crashing down. He was getting pressure from the front.
When the ends crash down, you need to go up in the pocket. You need to make a play.
It was hard to step up when the pocket when the rush, man. It was times where that man had nowhere to freaking go, man.
Nah, yes, he had somewhere to go. He just couldn't find a way. I've seen Miro, them guys come around the end. Guess what Miro did? He tucked the ball. He went up, went left, cut to the right, broke open that loop. Broke open. No, I know he ain't Miro. But he at the end of the game, he started doing that. He started having some good rushing yards because he still ended up with
even Dart after the injury with her ankle. Dart has some couple of breakaway run with Dart.
You got to feel it. You got to feel. You got to anticipate the pressure, man. That is part of a quarterback, man. He wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing that, but and then the dude, he just couldn't hold on to the ball, man. He kept getting fumbled after damn fumble, man. Either I think we ain't lose them one of them, but still.
No, y'all lost 2 of them, I think.
He fumbled to him. I think the other one was for Frazier. That's that bad decision. I blame Mike Bobo too, man. People calling some bad plays. Why you got Frazier out in the freaking flat trying to throw him one of them passes? He's not. I think Cash is used for that. He's the hands guy. Have him out there, man. Know your personnel.
Throw it to your receivers.
All around terrible game, man. I'm not blaming my defense at all. I'm not blaming Kirby Smart defense. We held them folks to 2 touchdowns, and the rest of them were field goals due to the offense not being able to move the ball.
You have so the receivers 263 and the for Miss Ole Miss and the rushing was 134. So I mean. They put up total almost 400 yards, man. That ain't no weak shit. The defense was kind of.
But guess what, though? Goddamn, man, your defense gonna get tired. You got the offense keep going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Man, them boys tired. Don't know how to. Well, all them yards you just named, when it was time to make a stop, them boys made a stop. They don't score.
Y'all had. I mean, it don't help. Y'all had 4 turnovers, man. Mississippi has had 0. Y'all had
one of them came from Beck.
Y'all had 2 picks. Y'all had 2 picks though. No fumbles. I'm sorry. Y'all had 2.
Okay, Beck. Yeah,
fumbled twice and Frazier fumbled twice. Yeah,
man played bad.
Mississippi had no losses. No losses for fumbles. They fumbled, but they recovered. Y'all had 2 losses. Beck fumbled 1. Yeah. Beck fumbled 1 and Frazier fumbled 1 for a loss. But y'all had 4.
We watched the game, man. The man played terrible, man. This is second week. This is like his second week, or he ain't been right, man. And he always say post game, "I got to be better. I got to be better. I'm watching film. I'm going to be better next week." God, man, I'm tired of hearing that shit, man. Get better, man. We got Tennessee next week. Thank God we playing them between the hedges. If we were playing Tennessee, man, I don't know. Just because we playing at home, we got a chance. But man, I don't know, man.
Man, you ain't said one the whole time. You to blame Beck.
Yeah.
You blame
Bobo.
You ain't said nothing about Kirby. Where does the head coach take some responsibility in this?
Man, Kirby is the defensive guy. Mike Bobo and goddamn Carson Beck, they the offensive
He's still the head coach. You ain't said nothing about Kirby.
What he supposed to do? He can't step on Mike Bobo's toes. What he supposed to do? He's not out there telling.
If you're gonna blame one coach, you got to blame the other damn coach.
No, the hell I don't. Show me that.
We talking about Kalen DeBoer effing up. We ain't blaming assistant coaches. We blaming the main one.
Okay, if you want to be all the politically correct, he's the head coach, so he got to take the blame. Blah blah blah.
I'm just saying, man.
Okay, I'm watching game. I'm not blaming Kirby. I'm blaming Mike Bobo for that awful game. Goddamn, he called, and I'm blaming Carson Beck. The man played like trash. That's who I'm blaming, man.
Georgia has dropped down out of the SEC championship title run, and I know you said you didn't really have a problem with that at first.
No, I don't. I don't want to play that goddamn game.
And I actually, I'm gonna say that part there. I'm gonna say it when I talk about Alabama. But what do you think? What do you think the Bulls got to do? I mean, the Bulldogs got to do from here on out, man. Y'all got
win.
Georgia Tech. You see that they didn't turn on, man. They was able to take down. I know we're gonna talk about that too. But they was able to take down Miami. Y'all got two tough opponents coming up there. What y'all got to do to stay in the race for the playoffs?
Got to win, man. Got to win, baby, win. A good thing that's good for us is we play both of those games at home. So we got to win though, man. Cause these teams, man, they especially Georgia Tech, they ain't got nothing to lose. Tennessee does, so there's gonna be a little pressure on Tennessee on the road. But Georgia Tech, they ain't got nothing to lose, man. And we got to win out. We in the same position as y'all, man. We have to win out. Period.
You gotta win out. Period. Yep. Period, Pooh. Hey, man.
What's up, man?
Jalen Milroe, man. You know, Shannon Sharp is promoting these pills called Roll. You been seeing them?
I seen them.
Yeah. I think Jalen Milroe took one because he buffed 4 times.
He was busting all over the place.
He busting all night, man. 185 yards rushing. The Alabama Crimson Tide. Well, hold on, let me got F for my boys. The Alabama Crimson Tide went into Death Valley at night. 7:30. It's supposed to
never lose at night.
They don't lose night games. And I specifically watched Saturday selections on ESPN, and everybody was picking. Even my boy, everybody was picking.
Hey man, something wrong with your. Hey man, something wrong with you, man. Something wrong with yo.
Man, I'm good, like man.
Robot. Huh? You sound like a robot. You back now. You back. Okay, you back now. You back. Go ahead.
Pat McAfee, old man.
Yeah.
They had a guest. They had a guest on there. Dez. All them pick LSU to win. I like what Nick Saban said. Nick Saban said, "Them my boys. I recruited them. I cannot go against them. I'm rolling with the tide." Right. And I was like, that meant a lot because to him, he kind of almost said like, "Win, lose, the draw. I'm going with my boys." But man, I had a feeling just watching previous games, we would never click. Now Missouri game, we was clicking. Me and shout out to Lee, the volleyball coach for Brookstone. That's an old friend of mine. And me and him was kind of beefing because he was like, their quarterback was hurt. I'm like, what they got to do with the offense? You know, because we put up 33. I can see, maybe you saying something with the goose egg on their end, but Bama against all the odds, this was a loser goes home. There ain't no playoffs. We went down there and we kicked their motherfucking ass, dog. You was there, Pooh. You saw it. It was domination to me from the jump. There was in our review the whole goddamn game, man. Pressure on the line, and we showed the whole world about adversity and bouncing back and never say never, never give up attitude that football instills in you as an athlete, man. Our lowest low when we let them fucks from Vanderbilt, the Commodores, beat us. But since then, man, we had a tough battle with South Carolina. We came back, we goose egg Missouri, and we went in Death Valley, one of the hardest places to play in college football, and we kicked them folks' ass, man. We kicked their ass, dog. So, I mean, for me, it was a great win. I feel like, you know how as a fan, a lot of heat and pressure have came down on Kalen DeBoer for the game we lost, even close games. I feel like
next. Go ahead. It kicked back in.
I feel like whatever he got going on in Bama, man, them boys they buying into it, man. It's starting to click. It's starting to click. Our last 2 games, our offense, we put up 70-something points, over 70, I think 75 points in the last 2 games on offense. Miro has been trusting his legs instead of trying to pass the ball. Now, I have noticed a decrease in the production of Ryan Williams, but I think that's what it was too, man. I think it was just tunnel vision on him. It was real predictable since he been taking what the defense give him and looking for other weapons out there. We have been unstoppable, man. The tide is rolling. If we play like this, I feel like we have a real good chance. And not only winning the SEC, but going for the fucking natty. You got the floor.
Hey man, I agree, man. I mean, my boy Miro, man, he put Bama on his back last night, man. The kid ran for 185 yards on 12 rushes, man. That's big. His longest run was 72. Man, I mean, he was electrifying last night. His QBR was 99. He was 12 or 18 for 109 yards, man. So, man, he played lights out, man. Like I said, he put the team on his back. Man, I can't say nothing. You know, Miro, my boy, man. So I'm happy for him, man.
I know you rock well with Miro.
Yeah, man. I'm happy for him, man. Cause like you said, he had been facing adversity, man. Then you start hearing the rumblings, you start hearing the chatter about, we need to bench him and all this stuff, man. It seems like don't nothing get to the kid, man. So let's see y'all remaining games, man. So, cause y'all kind of like I said, y'all in the position of us. Y'all can afford another loss. But I think y'all pretty much got a cupcake the rest of the way. I know y'all still got Auburn. That's a rivalry game, so anything can happen right there. But you got Mercer, you got Oklahoma, you got Auburn. Man, y'all in there. Y'all in there, man. Y'all definitely making the college playoff because I don't see one of them teams coming close to beating y'all, man. And I actually went with y'all because I knew y'all was gonna lose. I'm not throwing shade. I'm not doing nothing like that. But I believe it was you. You shared a list with me to show all the injured players that LSU had. Right? Was that you?
Yeah, but you know what? Just
no. I'm not throwing shade. I'm talking about my bets. I knew that.
Yeah. So
I didn't expect y'all to beat them like that. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect y'all to beat them.
That list might have been fraudulent. One LSU fan.
I didn't expect y'all to beat them 42-13, but
yeah, but that list might have been that list might have been fraudulent because LSU fan inboxed me and said, "Hey, coach, just let you know that was the list from 3 weeks ago." So I don't know how. You know how stuff on the internet.
Okay, still, man, it was a great win on the road, man. At night, like I said, them guys. I don't remember the last time they lost that night in LSU. So, man, it was a great win, man. Great win for Alabama football.
And to add to that, I'm gonna tell you something that we did way better. Shouting my boy, you know, said Columbus representing. You know what I'm saying? Elijah Pritchett. You know what I'm saying? Number 57, C-Town in the building. But we had way less penalties from false starts from the noise than we did in Tennessee.
Why? It wasn't no noise. It wasn't no noise. Y'all
in the beginning, it was a little bit in the beginning, and then we just shut them down. Then there wasn't no noise.
Quick.
But whatever. Remember, they said they went to a new system. They went to a new system, and you saw Jalen actually run up to the line and actually call the audibles. He actually would run down the line to call the audible. So I mean, man, I think what we saw what it looks like when the tide is rolling. when everything from Bama got going on is clicking on all cylinders. I mean, this is what we expect. This is an elite football team, top draft picks, portal picks or recruits in the nation, arguably with them, Georgia, Ohio State. I mean, all those are the top players that they're going to these schools. And this is what you expect out of top players playing like that. Now, true enough, LSU got top players too, but I think with the system that Nick Saban left, Nick Saban left Kalen DeBoer a gold mine. And, first couple of games, maybe he had to work out the kinks, but the last 2 games, man, I don't see nobody. I want to crack at Texas. I don't see nobody stopping Alabama as long as they play like that.
All right, man. Be careful what you wish for, man, because you may get your wish in the SEC championship.
Yeah, man.
No matter what, I don't think that game gonna cost against y'all.
We don't fray from competition. We want to play the best to prove that we are the best.
Okay. All right. Hey, don't overlook the teams that are not the best. You know what I'm saying?
We're not never that. I mean, I think we learned so much.
We know what happened when you overlook them.
I don't think we will overlook nobody. After the loss to Vandy, we can't overlook nobody. But
y'all overlook Vandy. Y'all overlook them. Y'all had just beat up.
After the loss to Vandy, we won't ever overlook nobody. We gotta play. Even when we play Mercer, man, we better try to beat Mercer 70-0. And then don't overlook us. We need to study their film, who their quarterback is. I want to know who the hell he was fucking last night. I want to know everything about him. I want everything about him. That's kind of attitude they got to go into this game. But let me bring up a point. You asked where is it at? You asked where would we move up, and I had just brought it up because the college ranking just came out. So it says how far will Alabama move up? Huh?
Not the CFP. That's the AP poll. But go ahead though.
Okay, Tom, you want to wait on the AP? It is. I'm looking at the CFP.
Yeah, you can still say the AP. You can say they're gonna be different, but you can still say it.
Okay, so this is actually the coaches poll though, but it says Alabama has moved up to it was 14. What we're 11? We're number 9 now. I just said the top 10. Oregon number 1, Ohio State number 2, Texas number 3, Tennessee number 4, Penn State number 5, Indiana is number 6, Notre Dame number 7, BYU is number 8, and Roll Tide is number 9. Go Dogs is number 10. And on the outside looking, I guess we can go to the top 12. Ole Miss.
Yeah, top 12.
Ole Miss, number 11. And coming in at number 12.
Back in it?
Ole Miss is in there, number 11. And coming in at number 12.
Miami.
Port of Miami.
Okay. That sounds about right. That
sounds pretty good, man.
Right. That sounds about right.
And it's still a lot of football. It's still 2-3 more weeks left for football to play. But I was real proud of being on the road, going to one of the hardest places to play at night, 7:30 game, and handling business, man. It was a great game. Like you said, I know you had the box score pulled up. How many yards Milroe threw for? It was like 100 something.
109.
109. So like I say, it seems like we're going back to Bama football. True enough, Ryan Williams and the other wide receivers, they're not getting the big yards no more. But hey, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Today can find a way to stop Milroe. He need to do the exact same thing he's been doing this game and the last game. You take what the defense give you before you trying to find a receiver, bump that, turn up on a Milroe, run the ball, take it in for and Milroe have some long runs too. When Milroe take off, he won't be having they stopped him a couple times, but for the most part, when he saw it, he took off. Oh man, I think the last one he had like a 65, 75-yard touchdown. So man, I'm real proud of the kid, man. Every time he made mistakes, and I end with this, the power that be, I'm just gonna say it like that. I really want to say it another way, mayonnaise, but I'm gonna say it like that. The power that be, always want to pull them. They always want to replace them. Put another. They would never do a Baker Mayfield like that. They would never do a
never.
What's Peyton's nephew name? They don't do them. They don't do them like that. Them other boys like they do Mirror. They always want to pull them out, take them out. The alumni and the fans start talking.
They would do with an Aaron McComb. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, they always start spewing negativity about this kid when he's at the heart. He's doing what the OC tells him to do. So hopefully they got it in their eyesight now. Say, hey, we gotta let this boy run. You know what I'm saying? If that pass ain't there, let him run. Because you see, when you let him run, you put points.
That is the new system. That's the new system.
Yeah, let him run.
Put the ball in Monroe's hands and let him do what he do.
Let him cook.
That's the new system. Yep.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you bring this one in right here, man. I don't even want to bring this one. I'm gonna let you bring this one in, man. I brought it in last week. Because I brought it in last week.
Okay. So this next segment is for my boy, the Florida boy, prime time, Deion Sanders, led by his son Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter in the Colorado Buffalo. Like we said, they took down Texas Tech Raiders, man. That was pretty good, man. They got a winning record. They was 6-3 prior to this game, and they was at home, man. And they went in there and dominated, man. I mean, they just went there and dominated them folks. My boy threw for 291 yards. He had a QBR rating of 78. But Travis Hunter had 9 receptions for 99 yards, averaging 11 yards per catch. So, hey, man, them boys did their thing, man. Defense did pretty well, man. They held them 27 points. They scored 13 in the first quarter. After that, they scored a touchdown in the third, 1 in the fourth. So defense did a relatively good job, man. So now I guess I want to ask you, since Colorado's number 20. So what Colorado is on that list? If you still got that list pulled up.
You was right.
Huh?
You were right.
What at?
Number 20.
Okay. They were number 20 last week?
Like 23 last week.
Okay, so they're number 20 now. So now that they're number 20, a big win on the road. I don't care about their rank. It's Texas. What is your take now? Can we finally get some positivity from you on Coach Prime?
Okay, this is what the GOAT coach gonna say about Coach Prime, Coach Slime Time, and the Buffs. They definitely did better this year because I mean it's official now. They're over 500. Even if they lose out, they won 7 games. So they overachieved my expectations. Most definitely, I give Coach Prime props on that. His son, Shedeur, definitely Travis Hunter. He's kind of like my leading candidate for Heisman on the low now. Travis Hunter, I think playing the way he's playing on both sides of the ball.
I mean, but he's not on the low. He is the leading candidate. But go ahead.
Cam Ward was up there too.
He's only on the low to you. But go ahead. I digress.
Front runner. Let me say the front runner. Like unequivocally right now.
Front runner. He's the front runner right now.
I think he's your guy. The rest of their schedule looks like they might run the gauntlet. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up with 10-2 at the end of the year. But once again, their schedule isn't that hard. They're not playing top of the line teams. And you do got other teams in the Big 12 that are ranked. So I guess it was just the luck of the draw, so to speak, which I don't think that. I think whenever they made the schedule up this year, they gave him a clear cut because it wasn't like some teams were ranked at the beginning of the year. Nobody was never ranked except I think Kansas State, and they lost to them. So
you didn't have this same feeling at the beginning of the year.
I did not. I thought he would be.
I can't let you slide by that by talking about the schedule. And now that they won those games, they supposed to lose. I just can't let you skip over that. But go ahead.
Understood. I still thought with the schedule. I guess this is what the fuck you want me to say. With the schedule like it is, I still thought that they would be under 500. Is that what you want me to say?
I want you to say you was wrong about Coach Prime.
With that being said, their schedule wasn't that hard. It wasn't like
in the beginning. If you don't think they're gonna win 5 games, that means it must. If you don't think they're gonna win 5 games out of 12, that means it must be hard.
During the season, as the season progressed, there's patterns. Things begin to develop. You can see who got that dog in them and who don't. They really ain't had no competition, man. It's teams in the Big 12 who Oregon's ranked. They ain't playing Oregon. Who else ranked
in the Big 12? Oregon ain't no Big 12. They in the Big 10.
Okay, well, it's 2 teams ranked in the goddamn Big
The
12.
only team in the Big 10 is BYU, I believe. BYU is the only one.
In the Big 12?
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up now. Go ahead.
They haven't played to me, they ran the gauntlet with what they got. The schedule was made, they overachieved, not just me, a lot of pundits, a lot of talking heads, they overachieved. And I mean, you gotta give them props. You gotta give them their props. You got to. They like I said, they probably end up 10-12, 10-2, and we'll probably see them in a good bowl game against a competitive team. Now that's gonna show me what they're really working with. I expect for them to make a bowl, and if they play out in this 10-2, they should make a good bowl. This prime. You're gonna give Prime the most TV coverage. You got all them damn Aflac commercials and shit with Nick Saban.
Okay, hold on. I want to interrupt you. But I got to. In the Big 12, the only team with a better record is BYU. They 6-0. Other than that, Colorado was second.
So they'll be playing BYU. If everything stays like it is, they'll be playing BYU for the Big 12 championship.
Yeah.
I mean, if everything stays like it is, right?
Yeah, correct.
They
would win that game.
They would lose.
Nah.
BYU. They just beat Utah then, huh?
Who BYU?
Yeah. Then they just play them in the Holy War, some shit they call it.
They won because they 6-0. They barely won. Though.
They played them. It was some controversy in that game too. I about half sleep, but I heard him say the coach from Utah was pissed about. I guess it was a play that happened. Maybe that's so we can kind of look at after we get off air.
We check that out, man.
We don't give a shit about them folks, man.
Yeah.
But back to Prime, man. Let me say this too, and I'm talking to some of my supporters or trollers on CGY Sports. Guys, y'all gotta stop being so emotionally attached to this guy, man. Hold on, let me talk to you. Hey, y'all gotta stop being so emotionally involved in Coach Prime. Just because I talked about Coach Prime, or just because I mentioned something about Shador, Shiloh, Travis Hunter, first of all, it's media. It's social media. Y'all are too emotionally invested into this man. He's a coach. We got about 5 other black coaches. I don't hear y'all jokers saying nothing about them. What Notre Dame? What they rank? Who?
10.
Notre Dame number 10.
They finna be up higher now. Go ahead.
Yeah, and they got a black coach. Y'all don't say if it's a black thing, y'all don't say nothing about him. So I get it, man. I like Prime too, man. This all me. This all entertainment at the end of the day. But y'all gotta stop being so emotionally invested into the Prime brand. Because a lot of stuff, and you should be able to figure out. Now, my opinions are my opinions, but half the time, man, I'm just bullshitting, just joking around, and y'all be taking that shit too serious, man. For real, like, don't let it mess up our friendship where you really thinking I'm a bad person because I don't agree with you about some of the things Prime did. My main thing, Prime is a coach. Let me clear the air. Prime is a coach for the Buffalo. I mean, he did a great job. He's turned the program around. I give him that. I salute him for that. My main issue with Prime is him ribbing all them young athletes up to go to HBCUs, and then he hightail up out of it the next year. He had a whole revolution. Folks turned down Alabama deals, Ohio State, Texas deals to go to these HBCUs because Prime said so. And then when they did that, Prime dipped on them boys and went to a Power 5 school. I thought that was real low down for him to do that. And you know, I forgave him about that, but I didn't like that. Everything else, man, just bells and whistle, man, entertainment, man. So y'all start tripping, inbox me about that bullshit, man. It's getting to be irritating now. Be like my boy Desi. Desi plays the game. Desi know how to be trolling. And me and Desi have fun with it. Don't be so emotionally involved in a nigga who gives two damn and somebody who gives 2 fucks about you. He don't even know you exist. Let it go. Shit. But that's what I think about Prime, man. Shout out the bus. And I actually posted a hit of Shiloh. Shiloh nailed somebody at the end zone. I like he fumbled to me, but they still called it a touchdown. But and even with that, I was trolling. But them boys that didn't step up this year, man. Salute.
Well, bro, you know, bro, it's kind of like, hey, man, everybody know you be trolling or having fun. So when the rabbit got the gun, you got to take some of it, man.
No,
I'm not in your inbox. I don't know what they're saying, but
I take that. I'm talking like Coach. I mean, Coach was like, you making a false narrative. Like, you supposed to be media. Why are you doing this to him, trying to bring him down? Like, come on, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing too much. It's a difference between trolling and having fun back and saying I'm trying to bring somebody down. How the hell? How am I trying to bring him down? I'm not trying to bring Prime down. I know Prime is like LeBron almost. You talk about Prime, you get clicks. At the end of the day, we monetize. We get clicks. So when we talk about Prime, like when I watch games, I record the plays. I put my own
feed in the algorithm.
Yeah, he in the algorithm, man. I forgot to stop tripping on that shit, man. Them buffs. I'm gonna get some of them gloves. My boy, Big Hodge tag. You see, all the people who really know, they get it. They troll me back, and it's funny. So Big Hodge, he put some gloves on there. So I'm him. Gloves from the bus on that $15. I'm gonna get me a pair hot. So you know, we all have fun. At the end of the day, guys, we have fun with all our media, man. And I don't want y'all to take it too serious. Let's just have fun. Put your opinions out there. Stay how you feel, but let's not let this mess up no friendships.
Hey man, y'all stay on his goddamn neck, man. y'all stay on his neck, man. Don't fall for that. Stay on his neck.
Stay on. Hey, like I said, let's see what they do in that ball game. Cause they're not now. Look, don't overreact. Now they're not going to the CFP. I said again, they're not going to the CFP.
If they beat BYU, you don't think they're gonna propel them?
But see, okay, that's what the hell I was telling you last week, and you told me, nah, bro, it ain't like that. They going with the top 12 teams. Remember last week I was telling you, I said, didn't they have some shit where they said if you win your division, that's an automatic play in for Power 4.
If you win your division, that's an automatic.
You said it's the top 12 teams, Black. It's the top 12. I was like, oh, okay.
I was mistaken. I went and read in the top 4 teams. The conference champions, they all get a bye that first round.
So no matter what,
game anyway.
So no matter where they're at in the rankings, if they play for their championship and they win, they got an automatic ride.
Hey man, that's what I'm understanding. They get an automatic bye. Now the only thing I'm confused about is the 5th one, because
they said the independent team like
Pac-12.
They said like Liberty.
Pac-12 gone. Pac-12 gone, right? So that don't matter. No, I'm saying, so we got the SEC, ACC, Big 10, and Big 12. Those 4 teams there, the winner of that get the first round bye. So if Prime could run the table and then go to face BYU in the championship game, them folks got them in there.
So they in there.
Them folks in there. They'll be in there.
I ain't gonna lie. If Prime squeeze in there, playoff. Oh,
win the first round bye.
If Prime slip into that playoff, I will be rocking me a Shiloh Sanders. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be a throwback Deion jersey, and I will be wearing a BROvsBRO podcast if they make it into the playoff. I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. I don't think it's gonna happen. Okay. I know we run down on time, man. We gotta talk about ATL ho, and the Georgia Tech. What is they mascot? Do you know?
A jacket, a yellow jacket.
The Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
They hosted a game with top ranked the Miami Hurricanes, man, and they hit them boys in the mouth, man. Now I seen that game. I watched a lot of it. Hey man, they were hitting them boys in the mouth, man. They were turned up. The coach was turned. I love to see a coach be turned up. He coaching doing the thing. He just, I love to see that type of football. And just be honest with you, man. Miami has won a couple of nail biters, man, and time just ran out on them, man. This game right here, Georgia Tech had the number. It was tough game in ATL. That's what coach like. Hey, he kept it ATL, but it was rough up here, and they played them, and that's why your dogs, even though it's a home game for your dogs, man, they ain't got no skin in the game, so. They're gonna be gunning to try to knock Georgia out. I mean, that's what it is. When you don't have no skin in the game, you want to take the next guy out. But Cam Ward, he just couldn't connect with some of the receivers. Definitely made some bad choices. Took some big sacks. And it was a big win for Georgia Tech and a tough one for Cam. And you see how far that they dropped. They dropped them all the way down to 11, I think. They went from 4 to 11. because they lost to a team that was playing 500 balls. So hopefully he'll still stay in the hunt.
Well, technically, there was above 500. There was
4-3,
5-4.
Okay, there was 3. I would live for conference. I think there was 3-3 in the conference.
Okay, yeah.
I think Georgia Tech was 3-3.
Okay, you're right.
But besides them, man, the other Florida team, I mean, all Florida teams got demolished, man. And that was just the last little micro segment I want to talk about. What has happened to Florida football over the last 10 years? Growing up, man, Florida, I mean, going back to Tim Tebow, Deion Sanders, I mean, even going back further to my boy name played for Dallas.
All those Miami teams.
Yeah, I was talking about what's his name? Michael
Irvin.
Irvin played for Miami. I mean, man, Miami, Florida State, Florida, those were the teams, man. They were the elite. They were the Georgias and the Alabamas and Ohio States, and they have just digressed. You mentioned earlier that the Florida State got blown out 40-3. The Texas routed the Gators. Similar score, 40-something, put up a 40 ball on them. And then even though Hurricanes didn't lose that much, they still lost, man. So what do you think it is with these Florida teams, man, coming in subpar? Even though I know the Hurricanes are ranked pretty high, but the other two have definitely been playing. The Seminoles, they just super trash. They dumpster. They landfill trash. But the Gators, Gators, they're not too much better. They're last in the SEC, probably next to them, Mississippi State. What happened to Florida football, bro?
NIL. A lot of those guys, man, they taking that money and they're going to these programs with the money, and they're going to these programs with the money to go along with a winning program. So they're going to your Georgias, they're going to your Ohio States, they're going to places like that, man. So NIL and the transfer portal has a lot to do with these players, these Florida players, man. And these schools are paying the price. Like you said earlier, the talent now is spread out. I mean, it just ain't Georgia, Alabama, all that stuff no more. Now you got your Texas, they recruit mainly in Texas. Now they get those Florida players, man. So Florida players are going everywhere. They're going to Georgia, they're going to Alabama, they're going to Clemson, they're going to Ohio State, they're going to Michigan, they're going everywhere, man. So NIL and schools with NIL money with the ability to win and get them to the NFL. That's the main reason in a nutshell.
What are if the schools in Florida gonna have to do to get back competitive in college football?
Win.
I say spend money. I say spend money, man. If you said NIL,
I mean, I'm pretty sure they got NIL money too. They just ain't winning. They got NIL players. They got NIL. They got money. They just ain't winning. So they got to win. That's all.
Do you see Prime going to one of them schools in the next 3 years?
Man, I could definitely see him going to Florida State, man. I think that's where he want to be, man. I think Florida State turned him down the first time, but they seen what he's doing with Buffalo, man. That job opened back up, and like you say, he makes it to a college playoff, mess around, and win a game. He would be very attractive.
Yeah, he would. I think that would be so dope to have even though he's not in the SEC, but to have a Power 5, Power 4 icon black coach in the South. I think that would, and I think when recruiting, I think he would instantly go to the top of recruiting. I mean,
instantly,
hands down. I don't think nobody will be able to compete with him when it be able to play for Prime, and you ain't got to go halfway across the world. Because right now, some kids just don't want to go to Florida, Colorado. It's just too damn far. But being right here in the nest egg where all the good players are basically at within probably 300-400 miles, I think that and I would see him probably by maybe 2030 win a chip if he could get there. I could definitely see him win the championship if he was able to get to Florida State. I think because his son and Travis, I think this is their last year. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard to replace them. You know what I'm saying? Elite quarterback, elite two offensive and defensive threat. It's gonna be hard to replace them. So I expect for them to digress. They're not gonna reload them too. You can't. They're generational players. Not gonna be able to reload them. Not to say he can't get some good players in there, but it's gonna be hard to replace those two right there. We got a little bit of time left, man. About 5 minutes, man. Let's talk about your Lakers, man. What's wrong with them, man? I mean, y'all was able to get the win against Philly the other night, losing trash Philly. But before then, man, y'all been on a 4-game losing streak. All the Bronny hype is over with. They sent him back to the G League. He
hold on. Who on a 4-game losing streak?
I said the 76ers were. So y'all didn't play nobody. And y'all lost 4 games in a row before y'all played them, I think. Yeah, y'all gonna lose a streak.
You think you know?
Yeah, y'all gonna lose
4. We lost 4.
I thought it was 4, 3 or 4. I want to say it was 4 games straight.
Yeah,
y'all been losing, man.
We lost 4 games straight.
And then all that Bronny hype and the Bronny hype coming in. Y'all done sit that man. Everybody knew he was going to the G League. Y'all, he signed us. He signed.
We lost 2 games, man. We don't know 4-game losing streak, man.
Y'all might have just lost 4 games, then. Y'all might have just lost 4 games. But look, y'all sent Bronny back. He's still trash wherever he at. He ain't doing nothing. He went down there.
He ain't doing nothing. Man, scored 6 points.
6 points.
3 rebounds, 4 assists.
Garbage.
That's something.
Garbage. So what do the Lakers have to do? And then y'all play. So y'all played the 76ers, man. Y'all got some real big time competition.
Is they NBA team or what?
They what?
Is they NBA team? Is they NBA team?
Yeah, they NBA team, but they suck. Y'all got some. Y'all got to worry about KD, the Warriors, Denver. I mean, what's up?
We gotta beat KD. What you talking about?
They got a better record than y'all. Way better.
But we beat them though. We beat them.
What are y'all gonna have to do to get back to the top of the West?
Well, man.
Or do you think it's just that time of the year where y'all do what y'all do and y'all just kind of cruising?
Nah, man, we just got to play a little better defense. That's all. Defense, man. Offense is pretty much that we got our D-Lo comfortable with his position coming off the bench now. So we just
y'all got to start. Hachimura, AD,
no, we got Cam starting in his place.
And the white boy, Austin.
Yeah. So we just got to play better defense, man. That's all. That's all.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Who y'all play today? Y'all play today?
Yeah, we play Toronto.
Y'all play
They play Toronto.
Y'all home or away?
Yeah, home.
Okay.
Yep. And then we got the Grizzlies.
Woo! They coming to see y'all?
Yeah, they coming to see y'all.
We gotta check that one out because John Moran already little boy at LeBron knocked bowled him out, hit him in the back, and LeBron didn't get no straightening. Then he did.
What you want to do? What you want to do? Slap him or something? I mean, what you want to do?
Hit him back, give him a little bow back or something, man.
What about that triple dub he got that last game?
Yeah, he went off. I mean, look who he went off against, though, man.
He went off against the NBA team, man. That's all I know. With Paul George.
It's going down next week, man. I think this is what we expected out of college football. These upsets, they're coming like back to back every week. There's another upset, whether it's Georgia or whether it's Miami. They're coming. Probably can expect to see another one next week. So, all I can tell people watching is to get your popcorn and watch the movie, man, because college football, to me, I don't even watch the pros like that. Like I have digressed savagely in the pro football because it's just not exciting to me. It's college football. It's good for gambling, stuff like that, playing your little prize picks and all that shit. But when it comes to excitement, college football is unrivaled right now to me. It just every game means something. So I expect next week, man, for us to check in and see what Alabama does, see what Oregon does. Oregon probably gonna run the gauntlet too, but more importantly, see what y'all Georgia Bulldogs do against Tennessee.
Yep. Be the game next week. Be the game to watch.
Big game. All right, man. That's it for today, man. It's a Go Coach T Flow.
This your boy Sean Apod, Don.
And thank you for watching the Bro vs. Bro podcast. Peace.
Peace.